Good morning on this Sunday morning. Um, Let me briefly explain this. This came about because of the perils of cutting your own hair. It was a disaster, and it looked stupid. And maybe this looks stupid, but I prefer it to the haircut. Okay. A week ago today, my last video was taken down. In my opinion, not because I was wrong, but because my opinion didn't suit the agenda here. I'm not surprised, I'm just a little bit niggled. It seems to me that people with a higher profile can say what they like and remain unscathed, whereas little people like me get squashed. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. That's the way life is. Small people don't matter. Or do they? People, friends, family, assume that I just woke up one day and decided to go against the normal. I didn't. I believed in the so-called pandemic, and I acted accordingly. I washed hands, face, space, wore a mask briefly, and went about my business as normal people did. And that lasted for about a month. And then the cracks started to appear, and I started to question things, along with a lot of other people. Things didn't make sense. And now we find ourselves here now, still being frightened to death by opinions. Under descriptions, that's a little V on the right hand side. I've left a link to a video by a guy called Neil Oliver. He used to present a program called Coast, and I didn't always agree with him because he always came across as a little bit pompous. But he seems to have changed dramatically now. He seems to be more of a leader that I would certainly follow, and I think a lot of other people would too. Watch the video and make your own mind up. Who really runs this world? Politicians? I don't think so. I think politicians are just put there to wind us up. It seems to me that most politicians are moulded from a certain blueprint. Small, given to the Napoleon complex. And I don't mean in stature, I mean in intellect. They're not very clever, any of them. They have to have two faces, but not one for the mirror. They need digits like Edward Scissorhands, so it's easy to stab their colleagues in the back. No brain is necessary at all. Just a Wi-Fi connection to continually emphasise the AI and the algorithms of political requirements in the modern leader. Things like deceit, distrust, treachery, duplicity, indifference and cowardice. And they must have a name like Sir Bentley Bendover Bastard. That would suit most of them. Only us, the people, can change this madness of globalism. And Mr. Blair was quite responsible for that, and he's still lurking about in the shadows. I do not trust that man. He is evil. And they continually tell us that we must build back better. No. Only the people can do that. Only the people need to build back better. How? It's not easy. You have to start by electing people with qualities like trust, truth, reliance, care, bravery, prudence, temperance. Is that too much to ask of people? Some people with integrity, like Neil Oliver. Some people don't agree with him, but they're very, very, very small minority, and there's always people that would disagree with anybody. The people that run this world are the ones with the most money. Money equals power. and they have it at the moment. At the moment they do. And it's been transferred from big banking institutions to big pharma and big tech, multi-billionaires with probably 95% of the world's worth all in their pockets. And they can influence many things. You only have to look at certain institutions like a certain foundation where their money goes. And their money goes to places like Oxford and Cambridge. The Guardian newspaper, all newspapers, they're influenced by money. And that's what makes them print what they're asked of. There's no honest journalism anymore. It's really frightening the way things are now. Do you feel oppressed? That's what they want. They want you to feel oppressed. Governments don't run this world. There is a big, like George Carlin used to say, God rest him, there is a great big club in this world, and you are not in it. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.